Welcome back, baby dolls. The best thing to trade off is emotions. That's the key to prosperity. Because emotions have nothing to do with price targets and anything else. And you won't have a bias. You won't think about round numbers. You won't think about traps. You won't think about fundamentals and dollar amounts, nothing. You won't think about what's in your portfolio. You're just going off emotions. And it's no secret that crypto is literally an emotional roller coaster. Why? Because we're onboarding so many people at a high growth rate. Each new iteration, each new wave of people is getting bigger, and those new people overwhelm the existing people. This won't last forever. This will slow down until we've adopted most of the world. However that may look like, okay? It doesn't have to be a $1 million Bitcoin, by the way. It can be different prices, stable coins, different stuff get created, okay? So don't get this confused. We are still early, but that doesn't mean we get lazy, okay? How do we think about cycles? There are emotions in here. You got to be prepared for them today, because I already know 90% of people are going to screw this up. I already know. And I know what humans are like. You know them too, okay? For example, if you go to a party, do you think that people, after having their sixth shot of alcohol, are going to say, "Oh my God, I am now intoxicated. I should stop right now and make my way home before I get into a bigger mess"? How many times have you heard that? 1 out of 50. The other 49, they know, man. They know. You go talk to them. You're like, "Babes, what were you thinking after shot number 16? They're like, "Nah, 15 was all right. Let's go to shot number 16. Okay? So it's the same thing with crypto. It really is. This cheat sheet, it really is a cheat sheet, by the way. Okay? You just got to learn the language of the market. We're going to have to walk through what happened in the previous bull market so we can not make the mistakes of the next one. Okay? Now, we had depression. Okay? We had depression down here. Let's get our little highlighter. Anger and depression. All right? This is where I come in. This was here. Okay? This is here, right here. Anger and depression. Right? Same thing. People here wanted to end everything. All right? I came in fresh. I'm like, oh, wow. These things seem to be following traditional cycles that I've never heard about, because the traditional stock markets are basically all rigged and they keep printing money. Back then, people forget, man, this is what it was all about here. They just kept printing money. They banned bear markets. They wouldn't let the stock market crash. So I was able to come in. I'm like, oh, wow, everybody's given up. Cool. I've heard Warren Buffett and all these great stock market investors talk about this for like 50 years of their works, but I could never find this because, that's it. They're cheat mode. They keep printing. So it was amazing in crypto, right? You buy the depression. And then came the rinsing. The next part was the rinsing. So we're not going to know how long this is going to last, okay? So, as you know now, we have had depression. Most people say, oh, we've just started. Who cares, man? All right. Now I think the next box is going to be maybe the same rinsing. You don't know what it's going to look like. Some people say we go down and up. Some people say we're going to go to $100 and then back up to, Some people say we're just going to go sideways. You don't know. That's not your job. Your job is to say, hey, I can read. Can you confirm that you read with me? Yes, you can read. All right. So this here says disbelief and this here says hope. All right. You see these two? That's what we're going to be recycling for the next wave, okay? I'm going to make these a yellow box of friendship so we get what's really going on, all right? Yellow box of friendship. And I'm going to leave this green. You know why? You think, oh, it's depression. It should be red, right? Nope. Because green is the buying zone, all right? It's not going to be red, even though it's depression. You should be buying here. This is buy. That's why it's green. It's the go zone. Now we're going to enter the yellow box. It is still friendship. It's called the yellow box of friendship. And now, I'm going to have a yellow heart here because we can't. There has to be, here we go. There has to be a yellow heart of friendship here. So it is still the yellow box of friendship because you can still crush it here. Altcoins and tech gets made, right? But it's not super intergenerational wealth multiplier on the blue chips. So you have to take more risk in the yellow box of friendship. The green box of depression, that's where the giant multipliers are made. You know why? Because, you get to buy the blue chips with strong network effects at absurdly low levels. Absurd. Chainlink down 90%. Hex went down minus 97%. So many other coins out there. Okay? Doesn't last forever. Now, in the yellow box of friendship, we're going to cycle through two emotions over and over again until the final weekends are gone. So, you can see on the cheat sheet, there's this up-only part, right? That up-only part only happens because of this rinsing. So, I'm going to go change the highlighter now. We're going to go make it red, right? So, we can actually see what's going on. So, this is what's going to happen, friends. You see disbelief and hope. That's disbelief and hope is the up and down part. There's also another disbelief here. This rally will fail like the others, right? So the person just gives up, so that's what this part is. It's like, no, up, good, down, bad. I don't know what's going on. So that's maybe what it is, man. That's what it is. See this? That is the disgusting part. This is where actually the most damage is done to people. You know why? They see in the green box, there's nothing to do, right? Because everything's down. But in the yellow box, activity starts coming back. And some coins move left, right, up, down. And there's like, oh, gaming. Oh, AI. How about other stuff? Oh, artificial intelligence. Woohoo. And what people do is they realize their loss in existing strong coins and the weak ones, right? Not everyone's in strong coins. And then they go punt in the new narratives and they get sucked in. YouTube influencers will be saying, oh, you got to find the next narrative. And yeah, this narrative and this is thing. And people are going to get it wrong. It's very sad. I hate it. I can't do anything about it. I'm trying to grow my community as fast as I can to get people to stop making this mistake. But I already know no matter what happens, people are going to come in later than us in the yellow box of friendship. And you know what they're going to say? They're going to say, you know what? It's easy for you to talk like that, mate, because you were in the green box of friendship. That's what they're going to say to us. And it's going to suck because they're going to think just because we were in the green box of friendship that suddenly we don't know what we're talking about. They're going to say, oh, it's easy for you to talk like that because you got in early. Oh, yeah. That's what sucks, friends. So we're just going to have to be prepared for that. So hope and disbelief, up and down, up and down, up and down. You don't know how high we're going to go. Is it going to be like a 2015 right here where it's slower, right? Is it going to be slower? Okay. Or is it going to be like 2018 where it's faster? Doesn't matter. You just know it's time. It's time. People to get their hopes up. Hope up means top of the range. Okay, let's do this. Let's go here, right? Let's go. See here. Hope is, you went to the top of the range. And then, oh no, come down. And then this green candle was, President Winnie the Pooh. So China, right? And their pro-Bitcoin stance. And then, oh no, we got scammed again, And then, the halvening. The zombie virus. You see those? That's 4 events, friends. 4. Up, down, and then recover. And then the next leg's ready. The optimism leg is ready, okay? So we now know, man. I don't know if it's going to be repeated like this. If we go back to 2015, I don't know if that is. Like, hope, disbelief. Hope, disbelief. Hope, disbelief. So there's 3 here, okay? Maybe this is another one, right? You don't know. 3, 4. We just, we don't really know. We don't really know. But that's a good number to think about, right? Hope, disbelief, and come back to the middle. So at least we got a mental framework. It's going to take some time. I want it to go faster, but it's not, right? So after we've cycled hope and disbelief, then comes the juicy time. And you know what I'm talking about. The fluffy slippers come out. The socks come out. The mittens come out. You're ready now. You're going to sit up straight, get your posture ready, because the next part is where everybody loses it all. First, they make it all, and then they lose it all. So the optimism part, all right? I'm going to make this into, what color we're going to use? Let's use a blue color, friends. Blue is a pretty optimistic color. So, blue, all right? In this optimism phase, if you look closely, you can see it says, this rally is real. And then the next one is belief. Time to get fully invested, all right? So, belief and optimism, all right? I want you to understand, right? When Bitcoin broke here, 13, 14 to 20K, that's when everyone was like, okay, man, this is real. Here we go, right? Do you know what it really means? It means all the memes made in this part, all the memes made in the hope and disbelief part, right? This is where Michael Saylor came in, right? He's saying, hey, you know, Bitcoin, cybernetic hornet's nest, $100 trillion fair value, that type of talk. The memes build up slowly. And no one takes note of them until the blue box comes, the blue box of friendship. Because in the blue box of friendship, that's when people see, oh my God, everything that guy said was true because the price is going up. Are you noticing a theme with everything now? When the price goes up and the candles are green, people get drunk on Euphoria. Let's go into the streaming. See these green candles? People get drunk, friends. They get so like, whoa. Everything this guy said is true, man. We're now partying, all right? So we're going to get this here. Belief and optimism. This is where people say, okay, now it's getting started, friends. Now we're just getting started. This is where the leverage comes on, you know? This is where the big influencers are going to keep shilling Bybit, you know, if it's still around and legal, and all this other absolute trash. They will suck so many people in, and they're all going to get what they deserve. You want to go gamble in the casino because you don't believe with us. I was telling you to buy in the green box of friendship. I'm also going to tell you to buy in the yellow box of friendship. In the blue box, you ain't actually a friend anymore. You're a tourist, right? And yeah, this might offend some people, but I'm going to put a poopy emoji. That's right. Exactly right. That's what you are. You're a poopy head. If you sit and call us stupid this whole time and you want to enter in the blue box of poopiness, that's on you. That's on you. Where were you when I was yelling to cyberspace? Where were you when you was watching everything crash? Okay, that's on you. You're going to learn the hard way, all right? So they're going to come in, they're going to start market buying. There's going to be big fat green candles, and everyone's going to say, now it's time to get fully invested. You don't understand how much this hurts me. Like, I've seen it, friends. I've seen friends put in $500, and then in the yellow box, they blew it up to like 12 grand. And then in the blue box, 180 grand. How about that for the inverse pyramid? $500 in the green box of friendship. Now you're up to 10K in the yellow box. And then the blue box, all right, man, 180 grand. Let's time to go. I'm like, oh, whoa. You're doing it wrong. You do 180 grand in the green box, 10 grand in the yellow, because you're a degen and you want to play it. You put $500 in the absolute degenerate poo-poo coins in the blue phase, okay? That's how you do it. But emotions are emotions, and people don't want to buy when they're depressed. But I'm just telling you, don't blame anyone if you hurt yourself, okay? You have the cheat code here. At the very top, what comes next, friends? Thrill. This is where things start to get naughty, all right? This is where TV takes over. The thrill, like everyone's excited. People make phone calls. You're like, oh my God, Tiffany Fong wants to interview me. Wow, this is thrilling. Oh my God, I've made it. You're going to start getting stuff like that. Maybe actually I'll get interviews from people and I'm going to tell you, guys, I'll actually be telling you, friends. I'll be like, guys, I am in so much of a thrill mode that I am now being a top signal for you guys. Like, I'm so thrilled to be here. It's so exhilarating and exciting. Woo! I'll tell you guys that. I'll tell you, oh my God, my phone is blowing up because we're all so happy. That's a thrilling moment, you know? Happened in the last bull market, by the way. Phone calls left, right. Everyone wants to spend half an hour. Woo, everything's going up. And of course you do, because you're like, oh my God, 3 years I've been called an idiot. And now in the last 90 days, finally things are moving. But what you don't know is Tiffany Fong only wants to interview you because the price went up, not because you're a genius, all right? So you put Tiffany Fong away, and you're going to have to accept that you are in the thrill box. And the thrill box is going to be another blue box of poopiness, okay? And it's going to be with Euphoria. So thrill and Euphoria, okay? I am a genius. That's right. You're going to get a double poopy emoji right here. Because one's not enough, you are a double poopy. And that's exactly what happened up here, right? That's exactly what happened. This is literally Michael Saylor shitting everyone to leverage your house and buy the top, all right? up here. So look, it's all going to repeat again. But you don't know what the prices are, you know? Is this 180K? Is this down at 100K? That's how all these emotions are formed. That's why I said to you at the beginning of this video, if you know nothing about the prices, but you trade off the emotions, you'll actually kill it the best. You will do the best. Because, you know, friends, when Bitcoin's at 90K, if it goes there fast, it's going to be so tempting for you to go, oh my God, man, like, you know, here's 90K. It's going to be so tempting for you to go to some really smart macro Bitcoin maxi guys, and then they give you some big model about world debt and then the fiat Ponzi, and then they're printing this much money and all these institutions want to buy, and there's a Bitcoin spot ETF, and you're like, oh my God, look how far we came. You're telling me we can't just go another like 10 to 15%, man? Because that's what they're going to say, by the way. They're not going to say Bitcoin has to go $10,000 per coin. What they're going to say is, hey, from 90K to 100K is only another like 16%. It's about 10, 15%, man. That's nothing. You're telling me we can't do that? We did that so fast. We did that in one candle here. Look at this. Oh my God, like we had like, a 45% month. A 45% month in this candle. You're telling me we can't do that? Do you see how it's so easy to fall into the trap, friends? That's why I said, if you have no bias about round numbers or what $100,000 means, you will kill it. Now, by the way, I hope I'm really wrong and this just goes to 500K, man, because I'd love that. But I'm trying to protect you, man. I want you to buy in the depression so you can think with your thinking cap up here, right? If you don't buy in the depression in the green box of friendship, right, you're going to be buying in the poopy levels, and you're going to be praying that the poopy levels literally explosive diarrhea to the sky. You can't be relying that on a strategy. You can't hope that more retailers are going to come behind you and push it from 90K to 110K and then 150, 180, right? What if, like, are you even prepared what if Bitcoin goes to 90, pokes above 100, right? And then in the next month, it's back down to 50. Like, are you prepared for that? Like, because, man, it's done months where it could just drop like 50, 60%. You know, look at this. Down 50% in a freaking candle. I know that was China banned, but you're not going to know the next news. What if the US Fed comes and says, yeah, capital punishment to anyone using Bitcoin? I know we can't ban it, but we're going to announce it anyway. See you later, 50%. These things can happen, man. But you can think with your brain if you're buying in the green box of friendship. And the yellow, right? Obviously, I want you to buy in the green. We're getting up towards the yellow, the beginning of the yellow now. All right? Don't be a poopy head. If you want to be a poopy head, you're going to get poopy results. And that's it. All right? So, you had your Tiffany Fong interview. Now you're euphoric. You're literally euphoric, right? You're literally Squirtle here, right? We have Squirtle here. This is Euphoria at the very top. This is, okay, these are telegrams going nuts. This is people on Twitter messaging each other emotionally, like DMs, like, man, I can't thank you enough. I finally retired. I've left my job. I have so much to thank you for. Please, I want to donate to you. Those types of messages, right? You're also going to get people calling. You're also going to get on Discord, like communities start just growing and growing. It's funny. Yes, communities start growing up here, right? They start just getting people out of nowhere. Everyone just comes, right? Because everyone thinks this is just the beginning when actually it's just the end, okay? You think you're 1400 HP Squirtle, but you're only on like 30 HP. You need a health potion badly, but you think it's just getting started. You're not. You're just at the very end, okay? That's when Euphoria can't possibly get any worse from here because look how euphoric we are, right? Remember that example. You're at a party, everyone's drinking. How many people after the 6th shot will say, oh my God, I am now reaching a heightened level in toxicity. I have to now go home in a very safe manner and I will now walk in a straight line out. 1 in 20 people do that, man. No one does that. You know no one does that. Human emotions. Human emotions, okay? So we want to get to the Squirtle, all right? We want to be the Squirtle. We're like, woohoo, euphoria. But if you're going to make it alive, you got to remember, you're like, oh my God, I'm so euphoric right now that it's actually time to act. I now have to get rid of the riskiest of risk in my portfolio, okay? So complacency, believe it or not, happens in the bear market too, all right? See how it says here, we just need to cool off for the next rally? Well, in the bear market, the inverse of that is We just need to retrace a bit higher to trap the bulls. Okay? It's literally just the inverse. It's exactly what happens. That's what we call disbelief phase. But they just don't write inverse complacency, you know? Have you noticed on Twitter, on YouTube, everybody during this phase says, you know, oh, we just got to retrace a bit, then we can trap the bulls again and go crush lower, you know? So whether the prices go down or not, it doesn't really matter, man. Like, what I told you, man, put the carrot in front of yourself. You got to make it to 2024. Okay, and then 2025. Okay, and then 2026. Nothing of what I say has anything to do with, all right, if we go down or up or left sideways. They got nothing to do with that, all right? It's all human emotions, okay? Your goal for the next 3 years is to make sure when the anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, and anger phase happen in the next cycle, which they will, at least you say, hey, man, you know, I have enough to live for the next 5 years. That's all I want you to say. Something along those lines. Okay, I'm okay. I'm all right no matter what happens here. So that's the point you want to get to, right? Because in anxiety and denial and panic, there were people saying, oh, don't worry, you know, Celsius is still solvent. Luna UST, we're going to print their way out. Oh, my JPEGs are still good. Didn't happen, okay? Did not happen. So, cycles of emotions. This is really a cheat sheet. It really is, man. But, what did I say? It's only a cheat sheet so long as there are new people coming in. And I have told you in many videos, high value content friendship, please like, subscribe, follow, bell button all. I've told you, right? Green box, friendship. Yellow box, friendship. 2 boxes of poopiness. There are enough people in each sector of crypto who believe this poopiness is actually friendship. And we know it's not. We know it's poopiness. People believe when Bitcoin hits 100K, there are going to be enough people saying 500K we should go for, because that's gold's market cap. If Bitcoin hits $500,000, that all equals gold, right? There are people who are going to say the same thing for Ethereum. When Ethereum hits $8,000 or $10,000, people are going to say this is only just a start because we're burning and we're going to flip and then do all this and all that, okay? There's enough people getting in that mindset and they can get drunk on the euphoria, okay? Same as many other coins, you know? The good thing is the biggest blue chips, Bitcoin and Ethereum, still have legs to keep trapping people, I feel. Because I can feel it now and I'm a very, very good... Like, I can see these things, okay? I can see them getting trapped in my mind. There's no way they're going to sell Bitcoin at 100K, friends. Even 90K, no way. No one's selling at 90K. No one. They're like, we're going to the moon, babe. So, I don't want to take that risk. I think it's too risky to be in Bitcoin. I'd rather you be in other stuff because you're up 10, 20, 30, 40x by the time Bitcoin hits 90K, hopefully, that you can take advantage of the situation and rotate something out. Right? Because all those people, friends, think about this yellow box, this orange circle. No way. They don't want to get out at 90K. They're like, oh my God, I held so long. How much disgust and anger are they going to feel if it stops at 90K and by 2026 it's back down to 40? Oh my God, the disappointment. I hope to God we don't get that. Please, I hope to God. I don't want to wish pain upon anyone, but you can feel it in my bones already. I hope you can feel it too. Imagine waiting all that time. You still couldn't do it. Okay? So you can avoid that. We know what it is, friends. Green box of friendship you buy. Yellow box of friendship you buy. Blue box of poopiness you sell. It really is that simple, friends. Until next time, I'll catch you later.